And finally, with red eyes and chants of meltdown on the chat, Cenk Uygur abandons his own show. TYT is left with the B team as Cenk leaves before they talk about his race, says he will Skype in later, and begs for money. Oh boy, Cenk is having a really bad time. One of the largest names on YouTube, of course, would be the Young Turks. Even right now, if you try to find a lot of these videos about Cenk, it's all positive propaganda garbage because the Young Turks have partnered with YouTube and they get a ton of money from YouTube. But Cenk got annihilated in his congressional race, but that's not the worst of it. His whole company is in just a total free fall. But let's play the video, and before we jump into it, please do me a favor, leave us a like, drop us a comment, let Crow know if you love Cenk, if you're just so upset that anyone would dare question him, question his integrity, question his support, then you leave the meanest, nastiest, anti-bird comment that you can, because all comments are great for the YouTube algorithm, and venting is good for the soul. But let's move on with the video. Oh man, so this was taken from the Young Turks live stream, which was held right during the night of Super Tuesday before the results came in. Cenk ran away like a coward, and you can see in his face that he knows he took the fucking L hard.
Stay right here. Yes, I have to go. Yes, Anna's coming. Ida's coming. Francesca's coming. We're going to do that throughout the night. Yes, we have California coming. Yes, I'll come back and Skype in later. And for God's sake, tyt.com/go. We got to have enough firepower to be able to fight back. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Stay right here. Ben, John, Anna, right back.
Oh man, I love to see it. Ah, gosh. Well, see, that was fun, right? That was fun. Seeing Cenk choking up, angry and upset, and running away from the Young Turks before they go over his results. I mean, I feel like I feel like Allah is watching us right now. Oh, it's so beautiful. But this is not even the worst thing that's going on with Cenk this week. Oh, but first. He didn't even get 10% in a district that Bernie Sanders swept in. Jesus, man. Oh, you're pathetic. No. I mean, that's bad. That's pretty bad. This is the worst thing for Cenk right now. Progressive Young Turks founder Cenk Uygur asked staff not to unionize. Oh man, think about it this way, right? Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, you can literally go right now to YouTube, search TYT Union, and you will find only videos of the Young Turks, of Cenk praising unions, thinking that they're the greatest things in the world, that all businesses need to unionize. But the moment his workers try to unionize, oh boy, let's read through the article because it gets worse. Cenk Uygur, one of the founders of the Progressive News Network, the Young Turks, reportedly pleaded with his staff not to unionize during a meeting earlier this month, at times speaking passionately about his opposition to the move. The all-staff meeting in Culver City, California on February 12th was originally planned to handle personnel matters, but drifted into a discussion about the recently announced intention of staff members to form a union, the Huffington Post reported Monday. Earlier in the day, a Twitter account purportedly representing the employees of the Young Turks announced their decision to go union, saying they are proud to put into practice in our workplace the values that our work helps bring to the screen every day, because the Young Turks praises unions every single day. We stand in solidarity with the renaissance of labor activism we see now in workplaces of all kinds throughout the country, the statement said. But apparently they didn't have any comment on all those union workers then losing their jobs, but whatever. At the meeting, however, Uygur reportedly gave a spirited argument against the decision to unionize, according to the staffers who attended, at one point throwing his papers on the ground and reprimanding an employee. The reality is, we're at a precarious position, Uygur said. We're in a digital media landscape where almost no one makes money or is fuck you, dude. You're the Young Turks. You got like millions of subscribers. People, YouTube like auto pushes people to your fucking garbage shithole of a channel. If I try to find like criticism of the Young Turks, I don't see it popping up on the homepage. I see like videos from 7 years ago. You know, you're so full of shit. You're a fucking millionaire, you jackass. And you just got a ton of fucking money from YouTube specifically. Oh man, he's such a bitch. For a smaller digital media company, those are absolutely real considerations. You're not small! It doesn't mean you shouldn't have a union. Everyone should know the full context. The popular progressive activist and political commentator has previously expressed strong support for unions and has endorsed Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, who has suggested punishing companies that refuse to recognize unions. You know what? Man, obviously, I'm pretty supportive of Trump. But can you just imagine if Bernie Sanders won and like the very first thing he did was go to the Young Turks and like penalize them for not unionizing? I mean, to own Cenk, it might be worth it. Uygur is currently running for Congress. Oh, he lost that race. Big time. Let's keep going. On Friday, workers in the newly formed TYT union tweeted that they are dismayed to report that leadership at the company refused their request to unionize. And you're surprised that Cenk has been lying to you? Oh man. Dude, have you ever seen this guy talk to anyone? As soon as he gets called out on his bullshit, he just starts talking louder and louder and then just starts shouting at them. Oh man. We generally feel disappointed but unshaken. Of course you don't feel shaken. We feel it's the right thing to do because of TYT values. TYT is Cenk's fucking company. They don't value unions. Oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny. That's, I mean, guys, that's the article. But see, here's the thing. So Cenk apparently reprimanded an employee because they were smirking at him while he was, tossing papers on the ground. I probably would do the same. I'm telling you right now, I am grinning from ear to freaking ear. And I'm just picturing what this shit show must have looked like. But it got worse because you see, Cenk is a vindictive piece of shit. And I mean incredibly vindictive. So, what did he do to the workers who attempted to unionize on him? Oh, man. The Young Turks union fights gets nastier with charges of retaliatory firing, withholding raises. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to be pro-union. Oh, man. A contentious union campaign by the staff of the Progressive News Network, The Young Turks, TYT, is growing even more combative. To date, the union filed 2 separate unfair labor practice charges, alleging that the company and its CEO, the popular liberal, that is bullshit. This man is not liberal at all. Media figure Cenk Uygur withheld wages, increases, and bonuses from employees as a result of the union drive, and that they fired an employee as retaliation for union activity, charges that Uygur denies. Oh man. Oh dude. So I'm gonna let you guys read the article, this one in thesetimes.com. I'm gonna put the link in the description and just give you my final thoughts because this shit is just too funny. Cenk Uygur is a piece of shit. He is a grifter by his own definition. He is a man who has gone on nearly every night, had his staff on every night promoting unions, backing Bernie Sanders, who plans to punish companies for not unionizing. And then the moment his employees tried to unionize, he had a temper tantrum. He didn't address him. He didn't go like, guys, we just don't have the money. You can look at the numbers. You can see that we just don't have anything to pay you. No, he threw a freaking hissy fit, and then he loses his congressional race and decides, you know what? Fuck these guys, and fires one of them and withholds money from the rest. Oh my gosh. I just love it. I do. Think about it, right? So freaking Carlos Maza gets exposed for being a communist that his entire life he's just been bankrolled by his filthy rich parents. And now Cenk Uygur is exposed for being a greedy fucking capitalist. I love it. Oh man. All I have to ask you guys in the chat, well, first off, please help me share this video because it's so funny. It's so funny. But really, I have to ask you, who do you think is next? Who's the next person who's just going to be exposed for being a total and complete fucking hypocrite on the left? Like, come on. When it rains, it pours, and it is showering right now. Guys, that's the video. I can barely contain myself. I gotta shut this off because I'm still... Good night!